Hey guys, and welcome at long last to the project that's taken way too long to get off the ground. Between temporary LPs and dead graphics cards and everything else imaginable, welcome to Presented by Square and Game Arts. And I press start button because the intro is full of spoilers, more so than normal. But welcome to Let's Play Grandia II. It's taken me way too long to get this one off the ground, and I do thank you all for your patience, but it's finally here. Now, couple things of note since the last time we did a PS2 LP. One, you'll notice something looks a little screwed up with the textures there on the far sides. Well, that's due to the widescreen mod for many PS2 games that I've become aware of since recording the last game that I did on there. Previous games, Star Ocean and the Xenosaga trilogy, I had all stretched those ones all out, and normally I don't do that. The reason I did it with Star Ocean is because you were allowed to do it with Star Ocean. It had its whole a whole setup for it, and it's gonna try and go right back into the intro, which again I said I'm not playing. And with Xenosaga, I think it was designed for widescreen, though I can't remember for sure. Mainly the point is I forgot. That's why that was set up that way. But anyway, so I have a widescreen mod on here, so things are going to come across as widescreen, makes it better for videos, so they get uploaded and they fill up more of the screen. But there's going to be a couple of instances where things will just look a little bit off. I've gone through the whole game with this mod on, and I've had no problems with it, so I'm not, worried about things not working or anything like that. The other thing that I want to go over real quick. Let's see, let's pull it up. Let's break kayfabe or whatever the hell else. All right, so if you guys care, and you probably don't, but I'm going to talk about this for a few seconds anyway. In the settings for your emulator, if you're playing this on the PCSX2 emulator, as I am, and you're using DirectX 3D 11 hardware variant, you can set your native resolution to whatever you want, and it makes things look better. Thing is, certain games do not work on the emulator, or the cutscenes don't work, or there's glitches involved if you're using hardware settings. This was what happened in Xenosaga Episode 3 with that lighting issue. If anyone remembers that, I just gave up trying to fix it halfway through the LP because it didn't really matter all that much. But yeah, so that's one of the types of things that can happen with it. In this particular instance, it's all cutscene related. So there's basically a bunch of cutscenes where I'm going to have to tap a button a couple times when we get into the cutscene so that it stops flickering. That's it. And then it'll just kind of play normally. Now, when that happens, we won't get the enhanced graphics that we're used to seeing throughout the rest of the LP from that 3x native resolution that I have it set to. So it's just going to happen on a few cutscenes. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing anybody else can do about it. Do I want to put that on? Pressing the select button. Yeah, I'm going to leave that on. I'll try not to press the select button when I'm doing things in front of you guys. So yeah, let's start her all up now, shall we? Yeah, this is what I mean about the thing. So I just tap a couple of buttons and it's all fixed. But anyway, one interesting note about this cutscene, I don't think they actually translated this one at all from the Japanese. The voices all have a Japanese sound to them, at least to me. I'm sure there's some people who would know better, but I watch my fair amount of anime subtitled. Well, that went well. Hercules beetle! Or is that a Pokemon? So this cutscene basically will be explained in a moment here, but for now, just kind of, I don't know. I'm getting flashbacks to Porco Rosso with the type of comedy we get, at least in this opening cutscene. Frickin' watermelons, man. I want a watermelon. Watermelons are good. How did this have anything to do? Are we just showing this guy's life or something? As usual for the first episode of any LP, let me know what you think about the audio and the visual and all that kind of stuff. Just, you know, figure I always ask, and if anyone has any issues, I can always look into it after the first couple of episodes. What? This is going all over the map. Oh, our hero to the rescue, I guess. Saving that damsel in distress. Good for you, buddy. Now for your reward. Ah, you're on fire, buddy. That actually looks pretty cool. This not so heroic. What's going on here? Yeah, I swear they're still using the Japanese audio here. They never bothered to translate any of it. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Though I'll give the music credit for doing a great job of painting this picture. Speaking of picture, it's a moving picture. Okay, so I guess we've gone from film to the inspiration to this guy. And I guess one of these, I'm presuming the second guy is going to be our hero. This game is fucking gorgeous. And no, I didn't say that because she was about to jump in there. It's so rare to see autumn portrayed in a game. It's almost always summer or winter, and that's it. This town, the first time I played this game, I sat in this town for hours because I just love the scenery. Now, I'm going to show something off in a little bit.
Oh, hello, Miranda. Won't you have a cup of tea and visit for a while?
Your voice is kind of irritating.
But I have to prepare these herbs. Maybe a rain check? You're always welcome. You can stop by anytime. I've got all the latest gossip.
And I don't care. So, yeah, no. Bye-bye. Strange lady, go bye-bye, please.
Yuki, I'm back. Is supper ready?
So is she our main character now?
Oh, he's over there again.
Alright. More awesome scenery. I love it.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? What? Get out of the way! And there we have it. Oh no! Hey! What's the big idea? You can't chop up the wings.
She's lighter now, isn't she?
Huh?
Now she'll fly farther, by a mile.
Just a minute. You think I just threw this together? It took a lot of planning. Listen, everything from the angle of the propeller to the weight of the body is precisely calculated to do exactly...
She'll fly.
What?
Look, you gotta have a little faith in me. I know what I'm doing.
You're
I know her as
16.
well as you do, inside and out, and I could tell during the last test flight that we can make her lighter.
You have no idea what you're doing, do you?
Yeah, but...
I guess I'm getting ahead of myself, though.
Yuki, do you really think this is gonna work?
Why wouldn't it?
As far as I know, there's only been one. One person who's ever successfully flown across the sea.
And that would be Sky Captain Schmidt. But we've tried so hard. I just know we're gonna be the next ones to make it.
That was the guy in the film we saw there. In case you were wondering.
We're already halfway there. This flight unit is all we need.
Yeah.
For those of you not interested in flying or planes or anything like that, it's kind of a big part of this game.
Yuki! I know you're in there!
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's Miranda!
I called dibs on the plane!
Hey, no fair!
You know what's funny is the music they played there? You're going to hear a lot of that later on. Unless you mute it while you watch a movie. Which would be advisable. Hiya. I love that reaction.
Now, let me see. Found you!
Whoa!
Hey! What are you doing? Trying to kill me or something?
Maybe.
Instead of fixing dinner, you're out here monkeying with your machines. Honestly, Yuki, when are you gonna give up this nonsense
And train to be a potter? I know. I'll start tomorrow, I promise. Right, Rots?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Tomorrow.
I'm not quite sure I believe that.
Suspiciously reasonable today. You're not up to something, are you?
Always. I mean, never.
Well, in that case, I suppose you won't mind if I hang on to this then?
Hey! You can't...
Is there something wrong?
No. Come on, would I disobey my own mother? Of course not.
Mother?
Alright then, see you later.
Great, now what? Well, Yuki?
You just leave Miranda to me, okay? I happen to know about her secret hiding place in the kitchen. Let's get ready. We're taking off tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that bromance. But yeah, Miranda is supposed to be Yuki's mother. But before we get into that... Can I not open my menu? Oh, my controller fell asleep. Let's open the menu. Status screen, yeah. Our main character's name is Yuki. Yuki is the Japanese word for...
Killing with fire!
Yeah, pretty much my thoughts exactly. I wasn't... When it clued into it after replaying this game, after playing 13, a few years back, I looked at this again. I was like, oh yeah, God, that's a horrible thing, isn't it? Anyway, let's start talking to people. We can move around just fine. The widescreen aspect just pretty much it uncovers areas to the sides. It doesn't do a lot of stretching, so it should just basically make things look a little bigger, because I guess they already rendered some of that stuff, but they cut it off for reasons. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, let's talk to a bunch of things here. Nope. Number 18. First one that took me far up into the sky. Nothing left from the crash, but you're... Whoa. And you called it number 18. That doesn't bode well, does it? The plans for number 19. I'm guessing you're on your 19th plane and it still hasn't flown very far, considering they said there's only one person to have gotten that far. Get a little bit of kind of background on the characters. You can maneuver the camera, though you don't have full reign on it right now. Not in here, anyway. Once you get onto the maps, you'll be able to do it just fine. Only one. Tonight, we're finally going to do it. All right. What else we got around here? Propellers. All by himself, huh? So you're the pilot, and he's the architect or the engineer. Experimental engine number 1. Yeah, so that gives you an idea of what they've been doing here. Oh, yeah. What else we got over here? Anything else? Nope. Take a look at the wings. Come on. Wait. Typhoon was coming, wouldn't let us rest. Well, at least we get a little bit of background kind of information on what's going on here. Anything else I can talk to around here? No? Okay, let's go on outside. Once we get outside, we get a little more range of movement here when it loads. Now we can fully rotate the camera with the right stick, and we can move around with the left stick. Hello. Yeah, of course. Gotta keep this a secret from Miranda, but it's finished. Does that mean we'll be seeing the machine in the sky soon? Turn around. Like with Grandia II, there's actual reason to talk to NPCs in this game, and I will be talking to a bunch of them. Though we may end up not, like, when we return to towns, I probably won't go out of my way to talk to everybody a second time, but there will be a few people I'll want to talk to. Lots of potters here in Anfog. What a strange name for a town. Only one with an airplane passion or whatever. If you want to make the dialogue load all at once, there's no dialogue speed in the config. You just have to press the circle button. X button is your main button in the game. Again, PS2, those are the buttons I'm talking about, not the X button on a 360 controller. First time I've heard that word in my 80 years. Okay then. All right. Now, this place looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Well, that's what it used to look like before putting 3x native resolution on. And this is kind of what you get stuck with. It's kind of blurry and all that. Thing is, I remember playing this when it came out, you know, in like 06 or 07 or 05 or whenever the hell that was, somewhere in and around there. And I just remember the one thing I really liked about this game, other than the battle system, was the graphics, because they just looked gorgeous. Of course, you know, 10 plus years of difference, and we look at things a little bit differently. Now it looks a hell of a lot better having that on as opposed to the traditional, you know, what it was at the start. Considering this is the first village, you'd think there'd be tons of treasure to go find, you know, unlock some potions or some healing herbs or something like that. There is literally one item that we can get at this point. This is Rot's house. Cope? I would guess Cope. What are you looking at that plans for? Why would he be interested in something like that? No. Really interested in airplanes. You want to try flying sometime. Wouldn't be caught dead riding one of your dumb old airplanes. Okay. Your loss. Mr. Least likely to succeed. But yeah, you can usually talk to everybody 2 or 3 times to get all their dialogue. I'll probably talk to them probably a couple of times unless they are saying something particularly interesting. But I want to make sure we unlock as much of the kind of background lore as we can, because the plot itself isn't the most interesting in the Grandia series. It's one of the things that caused me to not enjoy this game as much during my first run is I had already played Grandia II, and I had enjoyed that one a lot more than this one. And after replaying both of them, that is definitely still the case. But I have a different appreciation for this one now. Alright, let's go in this guy's house. Did I just hear something break? What's this guy up to? Why did you just break your pot? Pot isn't made in a day, so remember. Pot in time saves 9... What? Pot earned... Are you just adding pot to a whole bunch of different sayings? Here, I can do that too. Let's try this one.
Fan-friggin-tastic, we're back here again.
Oh, you're back. Hi, Connie.
Mr. Popo, what are you watering?
Pot.
Pots of what?
Pot. I'm not getting rid of it.
Are you kidding? That shit's great for my glaucoma.
Yeah! I know I've already used that clip once before, but screw it, I'm using it again. I always love that clip. Alright. What do you see in front of me? What is that? Well, looks like a mountain of broken pots. Yeah. Not all pots are created equal. I could run the clip again, but you get kind of where I'm getting at with the clip there. Remember, better to be busy accomplishing nothing than to do nothing at all. Maybe? I don't get this guy at all. Okay then, I'm gonna leave you to your pots. I'm going to go now. I'm going to run far away. Alright, what do we got here? Magic shop! You have to press the X button to go in all the doors. I'm not a big fan of that, but now, this is the music that's going to play in all of the shops in the game, which is kind of annoying. I really wish they would continue the ambient sounds from the town or the town music inside, because this music gets kind of tedious kind of quickly. But anyway, not very good, but I can do simple stuff. Who taught you to do that? Thought you should know just in case. Can I buy anything from you? No, I can't buy anything from you. Fine, we'll leave you alone. Alright, what else can we do here today? We'll come back there once we can actually buy stuff. Giving up flying, we'll be starting your pottery training. Where'd you hear a thing like that? Miranda told... Of course she did. Something or other unit of yours. I can't be a potter. Yeah, Miranda is supposed to be, I think, 32, so she had Yuki when she was, like, got pregnant when she was 15. In case you're wondering, we never hear anything about his father, so, you know, check 1 for the RPG protagonist. Clay... Okay... I'm not talking to you anymore. Yeah, she took it and went in her house. Hitting that thing really... Oh! Speaking of watermelon. Maybe you should go after her. Yeah, probably not. Gladys's house. Now, I don't think there's much in here. If you'd come a little earlier, we would have had tea and a nice chat. That was a close one. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, pretty much. Just the cutest little thing. How long ago are we talking? 20 years ago. That's what happens when our protagonist is 16. Alright, I don't think there's anything else we can grab while we're in here. I believe there's only the one item that you can actually get at this point, based on, you know, the walkthroughs that I've looked up and my own searching in my test run. So I guess we're on an island. They keep talking about the mainland here. It's interesting to know. Anfog Village is on an island. Alright, well, what else can we explore around here? General store. Can we buy anything here yet? Hello? Nobody's gonna buy the ridiculous statue. You mean the statue that looks like a chicken? Yeah, I'm not gonna buy that. Been here for years. Sister taking a day off? Miss her? Said she was gonna become a potter and ran off to the woods? Okay then. People in this village are weird. Alright, anything else? The grand reopening. General store's closed today. Yeah, we can't buy anything. Alright, so we don't need anything else in here, so let's head on outside. What do you have to say? Oh, no, I already talked to you. What do you have to say, old man? Go outside the village, you'll have to get your mommy to... Yep. Okay. How old do I look? 16. Already working as a woodsman. One day a bear attacked me. He said me cornered, raised his paw to attack, and I threw my axe. Got him between the eyes. You told me that yesterday. When I was 17, a giant bird. You told me that one the day before yesterday. There you go. Old man, he's got Abe Simpson syndrome. Just keeps telling the same stories over and over again, falling asleep in the middle of them. Alright, so we can't do anything else there. There is another path over here, though it mainly is just for scenery. They give you kind of a little bit of an idea of what's in and around the area, but it looks like the mainland's a lot closer, or that's part of the island still. Anyway, what do we got here? Pottery Master's house? No, this is a different house. So let's go in here. It's orders from all over the place. I don't know much about pots. They have a certain something about them. Well, that's, I guess, kind of nice. Well, that's not quite so nice. What are you guys up to? Firing up a storm in here. Busted. Just watch the sky tonight. Early to bed, early to rise. I used to be a lot more of a night owl than I am now, but been getting up a lot earlier for work, so I'm more of a morning person now, which kind of sucks, because I always used to like sleeping until like 10 on the weekends, but I can't do that anymore. Why don't you try firing some pots and... Well, we could always fire some other kinds of pot too, based on the clip from earlier, but anyway. What about your plans? Yeah, maybe the next life. I'm a pilot, even though you can't fly with anything, apparently. Alright, enough talking to people. Let's advance the plot. There's plot in this game? Really? Everyone in the village is going to help out with the next wheat harvest. We could use your help. No can do. By the time the wheat is ready to harvest, I'll be flying over the mainland. Yeah, I'm not even going to talk to you again. What do you have to say? Yep. Artists can be a difficult bunch. Impressive. What we got over here? A whole lot of nothing. But at least it looks nice. Yeah, I'm dragging my ass in this town, but one, it's the first episode, and two, I really do love the scenery here. You know, you even got the leaves falling and everything. You know, you got the sound effects of like the shop and the water and the birds. Really, and the stupid pot. I just love it. Probably my favorite village in the whole game, at least aesthetically speaking. But we've arrived at Miranda's house. Now, before we do anything, let's head in here. Check the shelf. And we got our flight unit. Yoinkage! So predictable. Alright. Now I gotta give this to Rots. And then I can fly. Miranda's room. Let's go snooping. Well, that's a basic room. And I can't do anything in here. Productive! Let's see. Let's go in here. And over here, if you look at the herbs, it helps heal wounds. Yoink! We acquire a basic healing item and a healing herb. Alright, this big thing here is a save point. There are two types in this game. Ones that are rainbow colored that you can recover at, and green ones which you cannot recover at. Free healing is nice. I'll go into other aspects of that in a moment. Let's... Gotta go, okay, yeah. Well, we can't go up to his room. You won't need that flight whatchamacallit for pottery training. Of course not. No need for that. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that's our mother right there. She looks like she's in her mid-20s, not 32, but okay, sure. That's fine, I guess. She acts more mature than mid-20s, though. In fact, she's one of the more interesting characters, you know, NPCs, playable characters, whatever, in the entire game. I just really enjoy the personality and just the subtle things that she does. Now that we got the flight unit, let's bring it on back to Rots. Just because I did the Zelda episodes really long doesn't mean I'm going to do all episodes really long now. But I do want to, you know, get kind of a start going here. So let's get things all started. Of course not. She's clueless. Piece of cake. Ready for takeoff. Well, you can basically say at any time whether you're ready to go. This is going to run into a whole bunch of cutscenes, if I remember correctly. But yeah, let's give her a start and let's actually get some progress in this episode instead of just exploring. Again, my apologies for that. That's going to happen a few times. The alternative was running everything at the native resolution and not 3 times, where it just kind of looked blurry, and I'd rather the rest of the game look good and have to make a couple minor adjustments every once in a while.
Listen, you've never flown at night. You gotta be careful during takeoff.
Rots, would you relax already? The plane's gonna be just fine.
Do I have to spell it out for you? It's not the plane I'm worried about, it's you! Huh?
Rots, knock it off!
Okay.
Well, Yuki sure is full of confidence, that's for sure. I will give the game this. They do the grandiose music really well.
Whoa, when did you do this? I'm leaving the village soon myself. Yuki, no matter what happens, you've got to make it to the mainland. Meet me there, promise?
Sure.
Just remember, Yuki, our dream can even fly all the way across the ocean. And you'll be the one to prove it, okay? Good luck!
Thanks.
Here we go!
We're off!
I'll try and be somewhat quiet for a lot of the cutscenes since there's no subtitles. But there'll be times where I'll need to
See ya!
poke my nose in and say something stupid. Well, we have success. We have liftoff. Awesome. I believe this is the song that plays during the intro movie? Or the... yeah. It's English, unfortunately. But at least the lyrics fit the game and the personality of our lead.
Time to take her up.
Oh, that's not a good sign. It should do something.
Funny. I'm not gaining any altitude. I don't get it. I lightened her up enough. So why?
Why don't you try moving the stick again?
I am, but it doesn't work.
Oh, for goodness sake. Let me do it.
Will you be quiet? I need to concentrate.
God, he's smart.
Miranda, what are you doing here?
Huh? You should know by now. You can't hide anything from me, Yuki.
It's no wonder she won't fly. We're overweight.
Don't go blaming others for your troubles. Hey, watch where you're going.
Ah!
Well, it kind of worked that time. Well, she's pretty crazy to go in there, not knowing whether it would succeed or not, but I guess, you know, desire to protect the child. See, this cutscene...
See? There you go. What would you do without me? How about showing a little gratitude?
Excuse me, I'm a little busy here.
is being updated in quality. Because it didn't do the flashing thing.
Can't you do anything about this?
And because it looks better.
Huh? Hey, Yuki, look at that.
I told you, I'm a little busy right now. Huh?
What are you doing?
Well, you told him to go get a better look.
Tight!
Or take a look, anyway. He wants a better look. Uh-oh. Well, you're doing a good job of helping. Whoa! Tailspin! Oh! Or is that dual barrel roll? Or an aileron roll, or whatever, I don't know. I don't know flight terminology, or nautical terminology, or English for that matter. All these things are difficult for me.
Master Cornell, we can't find the communicator anywhere.
One girl alone in the forest isn't gonna get far, not on foot. Search the area and find that communicator!
Yes, sir!
Is this becoming sci-fi now? Beam me up, Scotty? That kind of communicator? What the hell's on your arm, buddy? Are you trying to piss off your horse?
I will find you. The glory will be mine.
Really? I don't know who you are.
I have to at least save this.
Well, at least they got a
There goes
fire.
our dream. Up in flames.
Well, I had no idea that airplanes were so flimsy. You had one extra passenger and boom.
And just whose fault was that, huh?
Well, it all worked out okay. I mean, at least we're safe.
Now hold on.
Get him! So you're the meddlers who got in our way, huh?
But I've never heard of a communicator's bodyguards attacking from the sky before.
Communicators, bodyguards?
You think you're pretty smart, huh?
I've never seen you two before.
We're gonna get that communicator no matter what it takes!
Be on your guard, Yuki.
Right.
As you can tell from that cutscene, sometimes they don't bother to, sometimes they don't bother to do any lip flaps or anything like that. They just talk over nothing, so. Anyway, let's get our feet wet. We call this a tutorial. Yeah, that's pretty much all we have time for today. Next time, we'll start up with the tutorial. And we will go through the required, really, tutorial. You can skip through and mash the button through it, but we really do need to learn this battle system, since the battle system is probably the most interesting aspect of this game. But anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.